Hi, Debbie here with another beaded cross stitch video. Now this one is going to be like paper piecing. So this is what the mitten looks like. And there is a series. The series right here are all the different mittens that are in the series. Unfortunately, all of them are out of stock in the two stores that I went to, so I gave them my email address to let me know when they're back in, back in stock, and I'll order them then. But I did go to Amazon, and there were a couple there. But oh my gosh! Now in the stores they only want $8.99. On Amazon, some people wanted 12, some people 15, and I was like, no, I'm not going to spend that kind of money. I mean, I'm just not. So anyway, I'm just waiting for the stores to let me know when they're back in stock, and then I'll order them. But right now I only have the one, and that's the Noel. So that's what I'm going to do here. And what I mean by the paper piecing, now these are done on perforated paper. So when I, stitch them, it looks like this. And then there's another piece that looks like this. Now these I have to cut out very carefully and sew them onto this. And this is how that works. This piece here is the cuff, and of course that's going to get sewn on here. And then we have like a little heart, and that's got to go on this little blue space here. And then there's this little holly leaf, and that goes all the way down here on the L in here. So this is the front. Well, I didn't want to go through all this paper piercing for the back because I do want to do my backs like I did the other ones. So what I did on the back, instead of doing it in pieces, I went ahead and just did the whole mitten in one piece. Except I should have thought about putting the other little pieces in while I was sewing, sticking them in, but I didn't, so I had to go ahead and redo them down here, and then I'll cut them out and attach them. But for future, depending on how the other mittens are, if I see they have these little pieces I got to add, I got to remember for the back side, I'll go ahead and just stitch those in. Because the back, it's just the back, so I'm not really that concerned. Anyway, also on the back, because I flip my instructions over, I'm putting my beads on. I'm going, wait a minute, the end doesn't look right. I forgot my letters are also flipped. So I had to go back and rip everything out and go to the original one to put the letters in so they were the right way. So yeah, so what I need to do now is just take this. What I can do now is just cut out all my little pieces very carefully and attach them to the mitten, and then I'll come back and then I'll show you what it looks like. Well, I'm working on the back side, and I cut out the pieces and I put them on, and you know what? I just don't like this. I don't know, I just don't like how this looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these off, and I'm actually just going to sew these images right on top of what's already there. It'll give them a little bit of dimension because they're going to be being sewn on top of the blue cross stitching that's already in there. But I just can't get over this, the way these look. I don't know, it could be just me, but I'm going to go ahead and just take these off, and then I'm going to re-stitch them on, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the difference between this and, and how I think it'll look better. Okay, well, this is how it turned out. I like this so much better. I just sewed it right on top. So that's how that's going to turn out, just like that. And that's that one there. Now, on the front one, I did paper piece the cuff. So I did put the cuff on. So I like the way the cuff turned out. So that turned out really nice. Now on these, I think I'm also going to just stitch the designs inside instead of paper piecing them on, because I just didn't like the way that looked. But the cuff looks really nice. I like how that looks, but I just wasn't happy with the other pieces. So I'm going to do that and yeah, so let me do that, and I will go ahead and sew the two pieces together and show you what it looks like completed. Okay, well, I've got it all stitched and sewn together, and this is how it turned out. So this is the front, and it has a little heart charm here. And you can see where this heart charm, you can see where I sewn the little things on instead of instead of paper piecing, they call it. I didn't do that. But I did paper piece the cuff, like I said, and I like how that turned out. Now that, on the other mittens, if they have that, I'll definitely do the cuff. But if the other appliques, I don't think I'll do that. I just didn't like the way they looked. So this is the front, and then this is the back. So yeah. And hopefully it won't be too long before I get the other mittens. So I just need to wait for them to get back into the stores because, like I said, they're all out of stock. So yeah, so this was my mitten. So I want to thank all of you for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.